Alright, YouTube, I gotta remake a video. It was like 3 seconds over. But I basically unlocked this tablet, so I just press the power button and the whole menu and stuff comes on. So all you do is actually hold the volume down. So this tablet was locked, and then press power. It's going to power on and go to the lock screen and stuff. Press the power again, it's going to power off. And then, keep your hand on the volume down. So it's going to always be down. And then power on, power off. And then press the power again. Keep holding, I guess, or maybe, but it'll switch to the factory reset BIOS. Factory reset, wipe all the data, factory reset, and then boot up. And it's going to take maybe 3 to 5 minutes to load up a lot of the apps and things like that, settings or whatever. Select your language, and then so it's going to be a clean. And I've done this with another Fire. I actually have another Fire and extra charging cables. And these Fires are really cool because they have an SD card slot, so you could pretty much have music, videos, or camera. So I basically got to a curb pile right before dawn and right before the city cleaners and all that stuff. I went through a few bags of garbage, I would say, but there's a lot of stationery, school pens, markers, like that. There's and then there's just random items, unrivaled lighting for a car. There's even like a small phone case or something, the new case. And I found a few little pieces of hardware, and there's actually some toys. And actually, a toy that I was kind of looking for is maybe some of these connected puzzles. So this might, basically found a bag of candy too. This wasn't in there, but there's, Starburst and different types of candy that I actually needed. I don't have any around. I just ate kind of like the last pieces. Or the candy that I have, this stuff is actually like peppermint flavored everything. All this stuff is actually like a certain nutritional candy. So pretty cool pickup. Some candy. And I kind of showed you guys most of that cool stuff. There's all types of people that could figure out a lot of that stuff. But I basically put the good stuff right here. There's a nice little mini soccer ball, and there's this. This was like, besides the Amazon tablet, this powers on and everything like that. There's 5 volts DC, a USB charging situation, a line in, a karaoke. I could actually, and it powers on. I already powered it on. There's mic volume. It's a retro microphone. And I also found this little small cool figures. Oops, sorry. And this person was pretty much had a kid or something. I don't want to mention too much, but besides that, I found some paperwork. There's some, and a newspaper. Pretty much, I found a newspaper kind of under here, a few notebooks and stuff with a person, or with someone's name on it. But I actually have like one more bag to sort out and you know, I'm gonna do this off camera. It looks like a lot of cleaning, random cleaning stuff. I did, you know, I don't really even know what's in here, but it looks pretty DIY. Few, you know, broken tools. So I basically have to clean up this pile. There's a flying kite, or I also basically have something pretty cool, kind of like, you know, just random like crafting and pretty much like there's this and that, but a bookmark and also like this glitter paper, which was pretty cool. And I've got a few of these type of key holders that retract, really awesome. I don't have any, you know, you know, card. So it was interesting, and there's actually some casino debit cards in there too, and there was like a flute in there and stuff. So I gotta do some research, see if anybody's in the school band or anything. I found this like, you know, electrical drone kit. So cool little watch that stopped working. So that's most of some random stuff, and the Amazon tablet is really cool. I forgot to show some of this. This is a really cool piece, but it's made out of copper or whatnot. But there are, you know, some people put really cool stones inside of just copper and things, copper molds, and there's like a rose, and there's this piece like the eye, all-seeing eye, I guess. So interesting. You know, interesting to add to some costume jewelry collection, especially these peridot, or they call it peridot. I showed some of these peridot on my birthday. Actually, I found them in pretty much pretty much a luggage bag somehow a long time ago. I put them in, you know, a small container somewhere, and pretty cool. And I found this little small screwdriver right here, and at the other end is actually like a socket bit. So it's a really small, or a hex. And that's my alarm. Some mixing cups, but another mini Phillips. Found this right here too. So it's not bad. Actually, I need to go and look for some refills, or maybe try to refill it myself. And yeah, it's gonna smell good. Some blue tape and stuff, which is cool. And also, you know, I was like reorganizing and sorting out a lot of like the very bottom stuff. You know, I put into a separate bag. Pretty much that bag. Another bag right here is just random, some more little random plastic toys, or a small little figurine, etc. Just really small stuff. Even in here, this wrapper and stuff. There is, you know, I basically had to, you know, make something from what was, you know, seated around me and stuff. So, but this good bag was always here. But not, I mean, I put the Amazon Fire in here, or these things. So I really don't know what to really call this video. It's just a random vlog of, but I need to actually work on the last patch. This other patch is for the inside, or it could be for the outside, but I only have one, so I'm going to make the other one with this material from some worn out pants. So this is kind of how I do a lot of stuff, is getting things out and, you know, sorting out what I need, you know, where I want stuff, and working on just finishing up some of these. So the only hard part is, just where the seam is, and then hopefully these scissors are still good. And I pretty much, made another video about repairing this. I made a couple of other videos, but they were done by step, but it's mainly between these casters is where I have the space to patch up this. And I need a little bit more of liquid nail. I've got to, basically use what I have for most of the patches. So there's a aluminum plate or aluminum, tray kind of on the inside. Oh man, my camera, it's just, there's like aluminum sheeting, so I have enough to kind of work on that, but I need to figure out if I'm going to use some like DIY boards, and this is like the third thing that's going to happen, once I get this material already, out of the way, just actually cut off, and then I could just cut it off camera. But I need to put that put the box on here, and then paint the suitcase that the box is on. So yeah, so I got this pretty much finished up. Got to figure out which side of the seam and things, material. Gonna put this right here. I'm going to be working on my boots kind of next after finishing up. Kind of put my some of my DIY items there, and now I could pretty much move this whole some of these this stuff. I'm actually like interested, or I'm actually like a fan of having good coat hangers or something, but I'm also a fan of matching coat hangers. But yeah, something like this Disney spray, heat spray fan tells you something about the luck that I got. Is just some really cool items that that had something like a treasure in it. So yeah, I keep going back and forth. Forth, but I got to get back to really finishing up the suitcase. So show you guys, yeah, there is actually a really bad mist spot underneath there. So I'm gonna that's probably the worst. But I'm gonna check on that side. Pretty much rotate this, because I usually just kind of paint on the other side first. And I could do a final cleanup, maybe clear off. And there's a few, and it's not like completely dry, but there are a few touch-ups on this side too. So, yeah. So I'm gonna take a break and then finish this up, and let the paintbrushes dry up, and this suitcase is gonna be finished. Got a free garbage bag. Got 2 free garbage bags. So, and collected some random cardboard for other DIY stuff. Pretty much had a bunch of garbage that I had to go through, so I wore a mask and gloves. Pretty much had a spray bottle that I had to refill, and a rag to just wipe off anything that was weird. And I also, so let's put that there. I also got a bunch of really good cleaning rags. So I put a bunch of detergent, and it's really not that detergent, but I'm going to double clean and clean off a lot of other stuff. I clean and rinse that off, and I'll see you guys later on the next Upside DIY.